Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Paulie. Welcome to my new show, Paulie Mania. So I'm going to call it Paulie Mania Wrestling Show. Okay? So today I analyzed SmackDown for you. So here, let's kick it right off. Last SmackDown of 2011. We started off with Booker T coming to the ring. You know, talking about how we get a great year, come back from the Royal Rumble, big pop. Alright, Cody Rhodes comes out. Let's get right to it. Cody Rhodes comes out. You know what, Booker? Look, I took some notes here and there, so I'm all ready. So, here, Booker, Cody comes out, talks trash about the people and stuff. Booker comes out. Cody comes out and, tells Booker, hey man, this and that, back and forth. Your fairy tale win and this, that. Because, on Raw they had, Booker pick up the win. But then Dustin Rhodes comes out, Cody's brother, turns. And, he's had, World Tag Team Champions with Booker in the past. And, he's told how Booker helped him when he went through a dark time in his life, whatever. And, Cody and Dustin are brothers. So now I think that's going to be a feud to watch out for in the future. It's Cody versus Dustin, a.k.a. Goldust. But anyway, we got a match. Alright, so all this leads up to is Cody attacks his brother. Kicks him, does the jump kick off the rope, smacks him in the head move. And then, next week we have a match. Booker T versus Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental title, too. This was before the attack of his brother. I forgot that. So next week, big IC title match, kick off 2012. And I'll tell you about the other title match we have, too, on SmackDown later on. Anyway, alright, so that happens. And then we get to Ted DiBiase versus Jinder Mahal. They've been having a little rival in the last couple of weeks. So, good, two guys trying to still make a name, Ted already kind of made a name for himself, but Jinder Mahal, coming in with the whole Khali thing, but that's all over with now. So now he has to really get on his own path and tell us how he hates Americans, and he's doing the heel thing, all good, but he is talented, and you know what, goes back old school, with the gets the win over Ted with the oh my god, I forgot the move, the move that the Iron Sheik used to do, the camel clutch. There we go, the camel clutch, gets the win, makes Ted tap out. Alright, there we go with that match. Two young guys, and now we got, Drew McIntyre talks with Teddy. Teddy, a little Oksana action first with Teddy. The cute little Oksana there. But then Teddy said, guess who's back? Drew McIntyre's back on SmackDown. Never seen him on Raw except on Superstars and maybe a little here and there on Raw. Worst trade ever. The Chosen One, who really hasn't earned his name in a while. Since being on SmackDown, last time we saw him in the Intercontinental Champion was the last time he was relevant. But now the Chosen One wants to make himself the Chosen One again. So Teddy says, you know what? If you beat Zeke tonight, hopefully this will inspire you to get your thing going. You remember Teddy and Drew had problems in the past. So later on we'll talk about that. We got a little tag team Divas action now. Tamina and Natalya versus Alicia, Fox, and Caitlyn. Tamina, who I think is the uprising diva of 2012. She came in as the manager of the Usos fight with the Dynasty, and then she goes on with Santino, but that's all done with. So now, one of my picks for 2011. So right now, match happens. Alicia and Caitlyn get the win. Gives the axe kick to Natalya. 1, 2, 3. Caitlyn and Alicia win. So, but then Tamina's not happy. Tamina is not happy. She kicks. Gives Natalya a super kick. Oh, and by the way, you have two second generation divas teaming together. Tamina, daughter of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and Natalya, daughter of Jim, the Anvil Neidhart. So, there we go there. So, yeah. But now, Tamina super kicks Natalya, and then, to her father, gives Natalya the Superfly Splash. So there's that one. Alright? Then we get some news that it'll be just Big Show versus David Tonga, no tag team match. We were supposed to have a tag team match. Big Show and Daniel Bryan versus David Tonga and Mark Henry. Mark Henry's still injured, so there we go there. So we'll talk about that later on. Then we got Justin Gabriel versus Unico. And Unico's with this guy, Carpento or something like that. They come out with a lowrider bike. And, Unico, we know, is the Sin Cara. No longer Sin Cara, but was Sin Cara for a little bit there. And now, Unico gets the win. Justin Gabriel, who I like, trying to make this, come out with his own stuff too, ever since he left the core and doing his thing. But Unico gets the win, and I think we might see, and then Unico and his buddy Carpenter do this double team cool move to Gabriel at the end to prove, tonight's SmackDown was about, people, making their spot. And hopefully, in 2012, they're on the uprise. They are on the uprise in WWE. So, a lot of new talent I think we're going to see. A lot of new rivals, a lot of new talent, a lot of big changes coming to the WWE. So, then up next, we got Big Show versus David Tonga. And David Tonga has Mark Henry in his corner. So, the match, Big Show's pretty much dominating the match. Except, David Tonga gets his little chop block in a DDT. 1, 2. Oh no, Big Show kicks out of the thing. Throws David Tonga. And David Tonga lands outside the ring. So there we go there. And then, all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan runs down, smacks Mark Henry. Because Mark Henry is about to go into the ring and attack the Big Show. Except Daniel Bryan smacks Mark Henry with the world title. And so, and then, WMD to David Tonga. Big Show wins. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now, hopefully Big Show, I'll just tell you right now, Big Show, next week, world title match, Big Show versus Daniel Bryan. Titles on the line. Hopefully Big Show WMD's Bryan. I've seen disqualification. Stupid, though. I know, I feel like Mark Henry and David Tonga are like right now, especially Mark Henry. It's going to DQ or something like that. But then we get Drew McIntyre versus Ezekiel Jackson. Drew trying to make a name for himself. Teddy Long says, you're making all this money? You know what? Prove it. Because you know what? On Raw, you were a bum. And you had your thing, former IC champion, former IC champion going at it. Zeke, and you remember when Zeke was with Spanky? Brian Kendrick? Remember that? But anyway, Zeke wins with the roll-up, holding the tights, though, on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre tried to steal one, but the ref caught him with his feet on the rope. But now it's Zeke's turn. He cheats. He wins. So, it's not cheating unless you get caught by the ref. So, he gets the win. Sheamus talks about how he wants to win the Royal Rumble, and I think that's going to be that's my favorite to win the Royal Rumble. Him or Wade Barrett to win the Royal Rumble. But then Hornswoggle comes out, whatever. But then Heath Slater, one-man Southern Rock Band, he's calling himself there. Well, the one-man rock band, but now Southern Rock Band, a.k.a. the Wendy Girl. Oh, man. But, you know what? Sheamus says, you know that song, Journey, Don't Stop Believing? But then he says, you look more like an R. Kelly type of guy, and, I believe I can find, he tosses, Heath Slater out of the ring, and then, you know what, Sheamus then leads to a mat during the commercial break. Mr. Teddy Long comes out and says, we'll have a little match, and then, you know what, Sheamus wins with the bro kick. You knew he was going to win. So, the bro kick happens. Sheamus, my prediction to win the Royal Rumble, him or Wade Barrett, or Sheamus Undertaker at Mania, or Barrett Undertaker at Mania. One of those two. And speaking about Wade Barrett, brings to my last and final thing of SmackDown, last SmackDown 2011, is Orton versus Barrett. This rival's been heating up from TLC to from Survivor Series things that happened last week with, Randy Orton, RKO, and Barrett. Falls Count Anywhere match. Orton versus Barrett tonight. Guess what? Crazy. They fight in an elevator. They fight in an elevator. But I'm just going to get right to it. Match happens. These guys are going back and forth the whole night. He gets thrown in, Orton throws Barrett into the announce table. But now our last image that we're going to have of 2011 is Orton injured. So now one of the big time players is out. And who knows how long he's going to be out for. His injury, maybe no Orton at WrestleMania? That is big. So we'll see what happens there. If it's Wade Barrett throws Orton down the stairs, and then Wade runs out, and so that, I guess that feud is over, and now Wade declares it, and now that's one up on Orton. So Wade gets the Barrett barrage is continuing. Hope you guys like my first show. Check me out, Paulie Boy for Life 824 on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to my girls, the Divas Get Raw. They really inspired me for doing the show. I like what they think, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, have a happy, safe, and healthy New Year. See you guys in 2012 at Raw, January 2nd. Undertaker's coming back. And, yeah. And, shout out to my New York Jets. Hope a miracle happens to you guys in the playoffs. And also, shout out to my Knicks. Hope you guys get a win on Saturday night against the Kings. But especially my New York Jets Sunday. And I'm rooting for the Chargers, the Texans, and the Ravens. And the Chiefs. Alright? And let's go Jets. Alright. Have a happy and safe New Year. It's my first show, Paulie Mania show. See you guys Monday, January 2nd, 2012.